What up, Robo Fiends? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dugger himself, and today, guys, we got another build video for you guys. It's been a while since we had one. It's because my disc for Armored Core Verdict Day has pretty much been chewed up by my PlayStation 3. This is disc number 3 since the game out, so hopefully third time's a charm. Third time we get to keep this bad boy, and we won't have any more problems from around out. Anyway, jumping straight into the build, what we have here, we're gonna work on a bit of a build that I've been kind of working on for kind of a while, on and off, so to speak, and I would only really use it if my prior support sniping build wouldn't necessarily make the cut. This one is Black H. H is the variant for heavy. Heavy only because he has I think almost 10k more AP, and some of his weapons are spec'd out to where they would do a bit more damage than what Black would normally do, because Black was focused solely on sniping, and then things got rough, kind of his own self-preservation. This one is just like, I can drop the sniper can if I want to and come straight at you if need be. But anyway, while taking some hits, more often not just taking the hits. But one thing I will say about him though, he is a quad, so he does excel at chemical defense. So I try to counterbalance some of the other things with some KE defenses and some T defenses. I still think he's a bit low in the T department due to the fact that I chose to switch out the arms and go back to some CE arms. These arms here, I'll get into greater detail about it, but I really did it so that way he can snipe better on his own, because the arms I had on him before just honestly weren't cutting it. So if anything, I'm going to cut down the H on the variant and just leave him as Black. That's probably my new support sniping class. He takes a couple of hits, you know what I mean? But he's not invincible, granted. But he does what he's supposed to do. He sits in the back and he picks you off. What more do you want? But anyway, guys, let's jump straight into the build. Okay, starting off like we always do, we start at the legs. Now these legs right here, these have been the legs that I've chosen for Black since Armored Core 5. I mean, I saw these legs, I'm like, these are the ones that I really want for him. Have really good low capacity, pretty good AP, and has that astounding KE defense. I mean, honestly, with that defense right there alone, you don't really need anything else CE if you're worried about defenses. But here's the stats for him. I mean, it's an amazing leg. Like, there's a couple of the legs that's a bit similar to him, but when it comes down to it, I needed these legs because the load that I'm going to be carrying around is going to be quite a bit, and they're still not that bad, you know what I mean? They're really not that bad. So these here, the Yukifune Model 3s, these are legs. Now for the arms, I chose the AC-129 Vald. Why Vald? Only because it's a bit lightweight and uses a little bit less energy consumption. Normally I would go for these because they have the the bit more defenses here and there, but it's kind of a nitpicking deal. Either one will be perfectly fine, honestly. I mean, you're not really gaining and losing too much from either one. You know, it's up for grabs. The only thing you really want to look at is that firing stability, which is 199. The greater your firing stability, the faster your weapons will fire. So with the sniper cannon, it helps. Going for my core, the core I'm using is the Matsukaze, I think that's right, Model 3. I chose this core here because excuse me, it had, I believe, the greatest thermal defense at all the cores that I have. Yes, greatest thermal defense at all the cores I have. The AP on it is really nice as well. Energy consumption is pretty decent on top of that. The weight it's a bit cumbersome, but you'll manage. Trust me, you'll manage. It's still a really good part. All in all, I really like it, and the recon units is nice, and it's just a pretty well balanced part. Like I said before, it has the most thermal defense out of the cores that I have. I don't have all the cores, but I do believe, yeah, this one and this one can give it a run for its money. But they're really heavy. But I mean, for really heavy and for a little bit less defense, you can get 5k more AP, so it's kind of worth it in some senses, you know what I mean? Depends on what you're looking to build onto. So I guess you could take a gander at that. It's kind of either or for you. Moving over to the head, the tried and true Beowulf head. This head needs no introduction. It really does not. If you've been playing Armored Core for the past 4 years, 2 years, well, 2 years, I think, yeah. This head has been the head to use when it comes to precision. Period. So, no introduction there. FCS, I'm using I almost called it pre-dire. That's what it's called in 5. Using this FCS here due to my long range capabilities, things like that, because with 2 of my weapons, they actually have a really good optimal range. So to have the ability to stay back a little bit while still picking off opponents is really nice. Generator, running this one, you know, tried and true generator, no introduction there. This booster I'm using, though, I would normally run Shinatsu, but due to energy costs and things like that, I had to run to this one. It's just it's the booster that you would normally run if you can't run Shinatsu but kind of still want a high acceleration booster. I'm running him. He does decent work. He allows me to move around a little bit. Granted, some energy recovery isn't the greatest, so what you want to do is kind of stay back. You want to stay put. It's a support sniping build. You don't want to be up in the fray. But with him being a sniper build, you can do a 1v1 thing and still pick off your opponents from a great distance, and then, you know, purge your long distance weapons going for the kill with your short range weapons. Recon unit, enough said. Now I'm using the Yukumo sniper cannon, the one shot. Using the one-shot sniper cannon, I just have more control over it. You can't run these burst sniper cannons, the ones with the 5 rounds and the ones with the 3 rounds. That's another 5 round, excuse me. This is a 3 round. You can run those, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, if you could land all 3 or all 5 of your shots, they're probably dead, okay? And that's real talk. So if that's to entice you at all, if you can land all 3 or all 5 of your shots, especially I'm really thinking all 5 of your shots, that target is gone. But I'm using the single shot one. Granted, the ammo capacity is only 15, but I can, you know, it's 15 chance for me to actually get, I think I only need 3 or 4 shots for the most part. If I can get 3 to 4 shots on almost anything, I can probably knock it out. Hell, if I can somehow get 10 shots, I don't know what the hell you were doing, but you're gone. So, really good sniper cannon. Kurosawa, enough said. Maxed out all the way in damage for that huge damage potential. If you're fighting an AC with under 1k thermal defense, you can probably 2-shot the guy with this. So look into that. The ammo capacity is only 4, but hey, lots of power behind these shots, guys. Lots of power. VTF missiles. I'm running them because they explode near the target and they shoot at a volley. So I just can't really explain it that well. People, these missiles are good, okay? These are the missiles. Run them, please. They're godlike. They really are. Now for the Bay units, we're running the Gatling Gun AMGGA 206 maxed out in power, and the Strakoza battle rifle 2 power 1 reload speed, I believe, just to keep the base stats while only moving up the. Okay, look, here, okay, this is the difference between base and the difference between the one that I have. The only difference is that everything just goes north a bit, you know what I mean? It's only good, no bads. This is the goods, that's the bad because it's base. This is the modified version. I mean, 2-1, it's almost any other weapon. You just get good stuff out of that. I didn't run 3 power because the reload time would have been terrible. So that's this build. This is black. Alright, guys. I decided, you know, pull him out the hangar, show you guys a little something because he is a pretty cool build. I do like him. I mean, he can probably go for a bit of updating here and there. If you guys have any, you know, any tips, because hey, I'm always open for debate and open for, you know, not necessarily debate, but we can debate about it. If you have ideas that can possibly make this build better, holla at your boy, okay? I'm always down to make things better than what they actually are. So if you like this build, you want to give it a shot, go ahead and give it a shot. Go ahead and try that out. Also, before I wrap this up, buddy of mine, I cannot pronounce his name. I think his name is in Japanese or something like that. I'm terrible with Japanese names, but he's approached me saying that he need help for submissions, and my friend, if you're watching, this is the build that you would probably use for all those missions, okay? I'm going to have separate videos going up for him solely. It's just me going through those missions. So I'll probably make those unlisted. They're just story missions, but I do have another video coming up for you guys really soon. It's another build that I was supposed to be making for another friend, Crimson Genesis. It's been a long time coming because I didn't have the game for about a month, but your build, I believe, is complete. So the next video you guys will see from me will be another build video, which I think should be tomorrow. So take care, everyone. It's been your boy.